Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ponless Challenge Run, the livestream series where we are trying to complete a hat in time while collecting as few pawns as possible. And if you want to watch these challenge runs in your own time, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and boot that bell button to stay notified. When we last left off, we had to handle two rather challenging levels in Nyakuza Metro, those being the Pink Paw Sewer, the Pink Paw Manhole, as well as the Bluefin Tunnel. Both of those were fairly tricky, but especially the Pink Paw Manhole, because we had to do a lot of experimenting to even have a chance of trying to make some progress in those levels. Now, as for what we're doing tonight, I'm very much looking forward to... And hey, Dan Malak, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? It's Shiny Golden Lotus, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? So, for tonight, because we made good progress on the levels for Nyakuza Metro, it means that we only have one main level in Nyakuza Metro left, and a time brush, but I'm excited for this level because it's one of my favorite levels in the entire game. Without further ado, let's head into it. It's going sleepily. Fair enough, Nimelock. Hope you had a nice rest then. Oh, cool, Copper Nicholson. You're getting Totino's pizza rolls, and welcome. Thank you so much for dropping by. Hope you're doing well, Copper Nicholson. Fair enough, Shine Phil was tired from work. I'm actually, speaking of work, I'm excited because next week I'm going to be actually starting a new job, and I'm really excited for it. Oh, and good question, Nimelock. The Ponless Challenge Run it's a bit of both. So, a quick refresher won't hurt anybody. So, essentially, we're trying to collect as few pawns as possible in general, though, of course, this is because this does involve a lot of experimentation. I, of course, make mistakes. That's why what we'll say starting pawn counter is for, so that you can clarify whether or not you truly collected pawns in the level or not. Whereas this is actually a list of what's it called? Of all the pawns we've collected at this point. And hey, Snowflake, thank you so much for dropping by. How you been? And thanks for the well wishes, Shiny Golden Lotus. But yeah, so that's the collecting part. As for the spending part, we only do not collect. Oh dear. It would appear that Nightbot is being very facetious right now. Nightbot has Dom Road. Okay, hold on. Flash on Okay, I'll have to work on that. But anyway, sorry about that, Snowflake and Copper Nicholson. I am trying to set up Nightbot, so it is it is a bit of a learning curve, and that's a fair point. Nimelock. Yeah, we are, yeah. We're starting this level with 51 pawns, and this is the amount of pawns it took to get here. And without further ado, let's try and head towards the finale of Nyakuza Metro.
Do you ever hear music coming from somewhere?
So, since we have some viewers here, I will mention, I finally set up a Discord server, and it is accessible now in the About section of my Twitch page. So, if that's something that interests you and you're a frequent viewer of the stream, feel free to check that out. Now, let's see here. We're in the vault. See what we can get. Surely, this couldn't backfire, right? This is a fun little mechanic, just having everything kind of all over the place. It actually makes it kind of hard to see. You lose all control when you're carrying this many things at once. There we go. Finally got all my junk. I'm not sure how I put that in there, but fair enough. My powder for safety. Hey, Smurfykins, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? I'm sorry about that, chat. Nightbot is... I still have to work out the kinks. I only just started using it. Uh-oh. He doesn't look happy.
Catch her. Make it quick.
Reward is 1 million.
1 million? 1 million pawns? That sounds like a nightmare. I'm out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finale of Nyakuza Metro,
$1
Rush Hour.
million to the cat that brings me our little thief.
Now, what I find funny about this is...
Run if you want.
Empress, first of all,
You
isn't
won't
there
get
anymore.
far.
And it's almost as if she doesn't want to do the work herself, and that's why she just let Hat-Kid get a running start, because, let's look at the setup. She could have easily dove for us, but no, she's just like, whatever. Oh yeah, catch yours, that's not vague in the slightest, of course. Come on, cats, catch me. I'm waiting. But no, in all seriousness, we're going to try and complete this level Ponless. However, there's a tricky aspect to this, is that, we have to go through a lot of gates, and we don't have... Wait, hold on, what? Oh, that's interesting. It gave us all the Metro passes, even though I didn't buy a single one. Oh dear, that's actually really bad. Hold on. I'm sorry, chat. I should take care of that. So in the meantime, here's the pawn table. Yeah, I don't know why you've been timed out, Snowflake. That's gotta be Nightbot's doing. Let me try and remedy this. Move time out. Yeah, this isn't. And the soundtrack is very... Okay. I think that should fix it. Now, as for Nightbot itself, sorry chat, just bear with me for a second. Hey, there you are, Snowflake. As for Nightbot itself, I think, I need to find some way to turn it off. How to disable Nightbots. Oh, I see. Nightbot. Alright, Nightbot, you need a timeout. There we go. Sorry about that, chat. Let's, Bye-bye, nighty indeed. Alright. Let's start over. This is not exactly the best way to start the night. But yeah, as I was saying, so welcome back, Smurfykins. Welcome back, Snowflake. Oh, you gotta be up at 3 a.m. That stinks. Sorry to hear that, Smurfykins. As I was saying, I'm really excited that as I was saying a bit earlier, I'm really excited that I finally set up a Discord server, and the link is in the About section of our of my Twitch page. So if that interests any of you in chat, feel free to join that and become part of the Discord community. And yeah, there's no reason that should ban you, Snowflake. I'm sorry that happened. I need to work out the kinks with Nightbot. in the meantime, we're starting this level with this many pawns, and this is the amount of pawns it took to get here. Without further ado, let's try and beat this level Ponless. Now, let this... Oh, for sure, Snowflake. Thank you for asking. I am having a good day. I've done, let's see, what did I do today? Well, for one thing, I made the Discord server go live, so that was... It took me a couple of days of working on it, so that was a huge accomplishment. I also... What did I do? I posted, just a few small things about my game on the Discord server, just to give you guys some idea of what I'm working on, which is a lot of fun. And right now I'm in the middle of a rework process with some aspects of my game, so it's a tedious process, but it's a necessary process to make it more, we'll say, developable for a single person such as myself. Oh, that's good to hear, Snowplay. I think you can find it in the channel that's called Hartwell Updates, and that's located on the Discord server. Which there should be a link to that, or a panel to that in the About section.
Catch her.
Page.
Make it quick.
Reward is 1
Oh, thanks for the compliment, Shiny Golden Lost. Now, bear in mind, you called it a demo. I'm not going to use that word until I actually have something that you guys can play, because right now it's just all a testing environment. So what you saw there was my testing environment.
$1 million.
But thanks for the compliment, Shiny Golden Lost. I really appreciate the feedback. And hey, Brett Gore, thank you so much for dropping by. You came at just the right moment. We're starting rush hour.
Run if you want. You won't get far.
Oh dear. Now, here's an interesting thing. The cats don't seem to understand how to jump. You would think the cats would be good at actually jumping. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, trust me, Drakor, I love this mission. It is one of my favorites in the entire game. So, Rush Hour as a level is so well designed. It's just... It uses everything... It's basically like a huge homage to this world. You go back through it again, but this time with everything kind of remixed and made a lot harder. And also the stakes are high, as you can see, the entire metro has become an angry mob that's trying to get after us, which is kind of funny. But also really, it's a fitting finale, considering that we find this is Empress's payback for us crossing her, even though she's the one who's been stealing all our junk. Now, it seems that for some reason we've been given all the Metro passes, even though we didn't buy them, which is interesting. But, so we'll see if that's going to block us or not. Oh dear. This could be bad.
Catch her. Make it quick.
Alright, we have to go down there. There's a sticker. 1 second. And... Oh, that's nice. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Copper Nicholson. I hope your dog's okay. But yeah, stickers are the most important part, and the reason why what's interesting about this chat is we have not been able to go through the gates up to this point, just we haven't bought any of the passes, but for some reason, for this level, they just give it all the passes to us, which I'm guessing is a way to make sure we can't get soft locked in the level, or in a situation where it's like, oh, sorry, you want to beat this level? Well, that's too bad. You're kind of... You didn't buy that one pass in free roam, and now you can't beat it. Now, I'm going to try doing this, we'll call it the normal way, but if that doesn't work, we'll try to do some steps. This is a fun little section. I see those pawns, we need to avoid them. Oh dear. Yeah. What makes this level so satisfying is that it feels like an amalgamation of everything you did up to this point in this world. So all the mechanics you used up to this point are used in full! Whoa, that was close. No. Nope. The cats are invincible, so we can't, like, attack them either. So that does make this tricky. Okay, we're okay. Oh, I agree, Grekor. The fact that we actually got this far without any passive, the fact that we got all 8 main timepieces in this area without any time passes is awesome. I find it fascinating that the devs give us all passes just for this level, just for free. So that's good to know. Now, let's set it up here. Nope. Yes, I know. Isn't that... That's right, Snowflake. I mean, she took our stuff, and she's mad. Us? Come on. Put here. Oh, this is one of the aspects that makes this level so much fun, is the fact that Empress gets a rocket launcher, and she just tries to be as relentless as possible. My one gripe about this level is that there isn't, like, a boss fight with Empress. Yes, if there was a boss fight with Empress, this would be my favorite level in the entire game. But because there isn't, it just ends up being an awesome level without really having that satisfaction of the boss fight that we get in some of the other chapters. That does introduce us to this little mechanic here where we need to destroy the shield generators surrounding the gates.
Do I need to replace all of you? Can you not catch a child?
Apparently not. Not very good at it. Wait, what? I'm sorry. Oh, we're not supposed to go down there. We're supposed to go over here. I call wall hacks. Exactly, sir, because... That's a great question, Snowflake. I think, I consider, Alright, here's what I consider Empress. I consider Empress to be a climax to Nyakuza Metro. A climax being like a significant plot point, we'll say. This definitely has the workings of a, a major event. Obviously, the stakes are high. It's clearly a finale to this area. That being said, I do not consider Empress to be a boss. Why do I say that? Well, because in a boss fight, I usually expect there to be either some kind of health bar or, like, some way to damage the boss, but you can't do that here. It's more so you're just kind of running. You might say, well, Antomicx. There are boss fights that don't have you directly attacking.
Do I need to replace all of you?
I mean, look at Super Meat Boy.
Can you not catch a child?
In Super Meat Boy, you have almost all the bosses. You aren't actually attacking them. You're going through a platforming segment. And to that, I say, that's a fair point. But the difference is, for Super Meat Boy, the premise of the bosses, of all of them, is that you're not directly attacking them. Whereas in A Hat in Time, you have bosses that you actually directly attack. And thus the expectation there is that a boss is something you directly attack. Exactly, Smurfykins. Oh, okay, Copper Nicholson. Hey, perfectly understandable. Best of luck with your job application. But, yeah, does that answer your question, Snowflake? I'd say... That's why I say I think of Empress as like a climax or a finale, but I do not think of her as a boss. How are we going to do this? I see those pawns. Alright, there's collision there. Maybe we can use that. Okay, that's a fair point. So, right, so Empress would never be my favorite boss because I don't really consider her a boss. As for, is she my favorite finale? I'd say, yeah, I think Rush Hour is the best finale in A Hat in Time. It's really satisfying. It's a lot of fun. It has so much build-up. And it's a great use of all the game's mechanics, as you can see here. We already had to do some pretty clever things here. And the music, of course, is top-notch. This Rush Hour is one of my favorite tracks in the entire game. It's right up there with the main theme of A Hat in Time, as well as Your Contract is Inspired. And it just perfectly encapsulates like the mood and tone of this level.
My, where are you going?
Damn. Apparently she has wall hacks still. That's no good. Okay, there's no pons there. This is very stressful when you have rockets trying to do this jump. Okay, we're good. And we're not good. Of course they put pawns there. Pawns. Why did it have to be pawns?
You're going nowhere.
Maybe there's some way I can get up here incorrectly. Oh, we can. That's worse.
Look who we got here.
Good question, Snowflake. No, in fact, I think this entire section that you see in this level, I would keep exactly the same. What I would change is at the very end, instead of doing what Deers for Breakfast did, is I would, at the very end, when, we'll say a certain thing happens, I'd have Empress take me at hits either some kind of arena or maybe like a dojo or something where it's like, okay, now I've got you, and I'm going to make an example out of you or something like that. And that would be the start of the boss fight. I think to me, that would make this like the perfect Hat in Time level.
The bounty is 2 million.
So we're doing well so far. It's definitely not bad. What's the point of having, a missile launcher if you can't fire it through a wall or two?
Bring me that.
But yeah, me as the
brat.
game designer, if I had the chance to, if I was the design lead for this level, that's how I would have done it. Keep everything up till we'll say where this level ends the same, but instead of ending the level there, that's where I would start the boss fight and try to transition to an actual arena. Or, if I want to make the entire level a boss fight itself, what you would do is essentially have the only times you can actually attack Empress being in those missile launcher sections. And maybe make it so you have to do a lot of intense platforming just to reach her, hit her once, and then she would, of course, move to her next phase, we'll say. And during this entire setup, you'd have few, if any, heart pawns to make it a challenge. Make it feel more like an endurance test. I just see either of those working. Now, I'm amazed we're doing this the correct way and still not collecting any pawns. Because I thought we might have to use some ships in this level, but so far it doesn't seem to be the case.
Come back here.
No, not to worry, Gretel. We will eventually check out the purple time rest, but that's, for later. Do it.
Keep running, child. You're not home yet.
Very true. Apparently we just got knocked down. What? Oh. Must have been an invisible train. Which? I'm trying to remember where I'm supposed to go here. I think there's like a vent somewhere. Ah, here. This is a spooky spot because we have to run, but we can't see where the trains are. Or actually, we could do it. Like this. Ah. Take that, cats! You can't get me through that window. Wait, that's not a window. You're mocking me, aren't you? Anyway. Wait. No. No. I'm gonna HUD this corner, chat. Hopefully this works. Oh no. Chat, there's like a frame perfect way to. There's like. Okay. What's unfortunate about that, chat, is if we actually get a wall run going there, we avoid it, but the issue is actually lining that up. I avoided a few there, Nimlock, but I think I could have avoided more if I got into the wall run sooner. That's the thing. I know, like always. Probably not unavoidable, just very, very finicky. Exactly, Snowflake. Welcome to the Hat in Time Challenge run, where everything is super finicky. Alright. Well, I will say this, chat. Because of the way Nyakuza Metro is designed, we could go through the entire level again to reach that point. But I do know there are some skips, so let's try and do that. Alright, so we're starting the level with this many pawns, and this is the amount of pawns to get here. And without further ado, try to complete this level Ponless. Now, my current thought, chat, is to try and use a step involving that sign there. So, what'll happen is we need to get onto that sign in order to be able to essentially jump over the crowd and get to a higher location. Specifically, this platform up here. Actually, can we use that sign? Oh no, that sign is up.
Not like that. Don't go into the
Yeah, the
sewer.
idea. Or we could just do that. That works. Yeah, the idea is just to get as high as possible, so that we can. Actually skip most of the level. Exactly, Snowflake. It's just like the other time we had to be careful with the spinny things in Alpine Skylines. You had 3 pawns instead of 4. That's an interesting combination, Brekor. For sure. Also, question, chat. I know the chat wasn't displaying last stream. Is it displaying this stream? Because that was a concern. Ah, it is. That's good to see. Glad to see you're all there. Now we have. Looks like we have all my junk back. Now it's time to start this again. You again? I thought I already caught you twice. Oh, whatever. Wait, is that a gold-plated microphone?
Chatter.
I want one of those.
Make it quick.
Reward is 1 million.
Yes, Rector, we must protect the Hat Kid. We must
$1
protect from
million
Empress.
to the cat that brings me our little feast.
All
Run
right.
if you want.
I hope this still
you won't
works.
get far.
All right, so we can get up here at least. Now, up there is the tricky part. Oh dear. The thing is, we just did it without the crowd here, so it's gotta be possible. It's just a question of timing. Jump, jump. Ow. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Good question. Rector, I can't. The arch itself, it doesn't have collision. It'll try to essentially make us fall off. But we don't have to do that, we just have to time a diagonal dive perfectly. Now, how come Empress doesn't guess herself? Good question, Snowflake. My guess is she just thinks that task is just too lowly for her, as you'll see, because even though she could have grabbed us right there, she instead wants to cause a ruckus in the Nyakuza Metro. Okay, kind of like that, but I think we need to just get more height. Let's try that again. That'll just slide us off. Not what we want. Whereas from here, at least we have a bit more height to work with. Oh, that might have been it. Yeah, probably Snowflake. Wanted to make an example. What? I did not fall off the vending machine there. Okay. I know, right, Gregor? I want a boss battle here too, but unfortunately, that's not the direction Gears for Reckless. I mean, I guess this is a bit more unique. But would I have enjoyed a boss battle? I'd say at the end of the section, absolutely. It would have been really epic. Now let's. Barely missed it there. So my guess is, were we actually sliding on this before? Maybe it's the sign itself. Talking on top of the information booth tower thing. That's not a bad idea. I don't think it has collision though, is the thing. Or if it does, it's not. Yeah, no, there's no wall run spot there. Besides, the thing is, we did just do this before the crowd was here. It's just trickier with them here. The spot is around there. We just have to nail it. Gary. Thanks for the well-wished Snowflake. I'm trying. Okay. Not like that. I mean, like that, but we have to turn at the right moment. Not quite. Anything else? Sure. None of these would help, I think. Oh, that could have been it. Good question, Snowflake. Not sure yet. I'm not sure if there'll be a metro like this, but in terms of a dark area with surrounding beautiful lights, maybe. It depends on what kind of world they come up with. But I kind of have to build from the center outward with the way I'm designing the levels, so. Alright, let's do it one more life, and if that doesn't work, then we'll do it the correct way, even if it might take longer. At this point, my inability to do this is probably taking longer anyway, so. How much of my game do I have planned out? Good question, I'm locked. I think I've got... Well, I still have a lot of planning to do with it, like specific fine details and such, narrative and the like, as well as like level design, lots of level design to do. But, if I had to put a hard number to it, I have about... I should have over 100 pages of just notes at this point between my storyboard and my character note. And my different ideas and mechanics. But, that's, I know that sounds like a lot, chat, but it's not. it is very much the tip of of the iceberg in terms of what it would need to be for me to be focusing entirely on the game rather, well, on like say programming or level design than just writing, because there's a lot of world building involved with it. Come on. So I still have a lot of world building to go because it is a branching narrative. So I need to make sure that the lore and everything is extremely solid. Alright, we're doing this the correct way. But yeah, I'd say it's a good start, but I still have a lot more to do. Thanks, Snowflame and Nimewatch. I really do appreciate you guys asking about it. Rector, good question. No, it is not. The step I was trying to do there would have just allowed us to skip to that part in the yellow station, which is like it's definitely not much. If it's done correctly, it's actually a lot faster than doing the level, we'll say, correctly. But because I am not like a speedrunner or someone who's, we'll say, super good at this game, then we'll have to do it. It'll be faster just to do it the correct way. That works. We are starting this level with this many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns I have to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete Rush Hour Ponless. Fair enough, Record. See you soon. Also, a lot of nice details in this back area here. I mean, like the money count and the little painting of Empress right there. Yeah. It's definitely not unlocked. If a skip is really hard to pull off, it actually takes more time to just doing something correctly. Let's fast forward through that, shall we?
$1 million to the cat that brings me our little thief. Run if you want. You won't get far. Catch her.
Oh,
make it quick.
Are they still following us? Well, that's a glitch. And also, sticker. And this one doesn't have a sound either. No. This is a fun section. Ooh, another one. Oh, this one looks fun. It's Brumby.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
I like that. I know, Snowflake, the sounds from the stickers are the worst, as they sound like collecting pawns even though they're not. Oh dear. Oh, we're at the very end. That's actually bad. One moment. Ooh, we are going so fast. Oh dear. Good, we avoided those. Jump this way. Faster. Oh yeah, I think I know who you're talking about, Nimewatch. Is that, his name's escaping me. But there's a YouTuber who did a lot of the Mario games Ponless. And he always liked to say, well, it's actually surprisingly simple. And the evil shiny coins. Exactly, Nimewatch. Why am I forgetting his name? He's such a funny guy. Exactly. Well, it's actually surprisingly simple. Yeah, if anyone can find out who that is, just let me know, just because I've watched so many of his videos.
Get back here! Are you ready to die?
In fact, Steve Gaming, that's what it was. In fact, I would even go so far as to say that Steve Gaming is, at least in part, partially inspired this challenge run.
Can you
this
not
Ponless challenge
catch
run,
a
because pawns are, of
child?
course, the coin equivalent of a hat in time. Now, how do you beat Rush Hour Ponless? Well, it's actually surprisingly simple. Not really. There's a lot of steps you have to do, like this wall run here, for example, which you have to time perfectly to continue gaining height. And if you don't, you just kind of flail around like that. Oh, that almost worked. Oh. There we go. That's what we want to see. Agreed, kind of lock. Google is really helpful. You know, I wonder something, actually. I don't think this is going to work. That might be a death barrier, but... what if... hear me out, chat. We go around the outside here. I'm waiting for a death barrier. Any second now. Okay, now this part's gonna be tricky. That actually works! Okay, well that's a little bit of a skip. We just hit that entire upper section. Now I think another step would just be to go up here and we could... oh, never mind, they put barriers there. Of course they did. There's still an invisible wall there. Yep.
Here it comes!
Because if we could just stay over there, we could of course just do what we did before with not here. No. This is gonna go through the wall again.
Huh? Boom! Look who we got here. My.
Keep
Where are
running,
you going?
child. You're not home yet.
No! Oh, you have gotta be kidding me. They gave us a pawn! No! Why? My disappointment is palpable. Oh, interesting, Snowflake. I'll have to edit Nightbot at some point to make sure that it doesn't hit people for excessive, we'll say excessive in air quotes emotes. Yep. Game hates me confirmed. That's all good. This is all part of the fun of the challenge run, because I get to play a level I really like over and over again. What do you miss, Gregor? Well, unfortunately, remember those evil cats that steal stuff from us? Well, apparently, if you bump into them more than once, they gave us a pawn, and that's just a big nope. Well, if there's been one constant with the Nyakuza Metro, it's having to spend way more time than you would think on levels that should otherwise be straightforward. Oh well, it's all good. So, this is the amount of pawns. We're trying this level with this many pawns, and this is the amount of pawns it takes to get here. And without further ado, let's try and beat this level of Ponless. And for those wondering, no, we did not buy any of those Metro passes. Those apparently are just given to us automatically at the start of this level, which is fascinating. Alright, I think this time we'll just use the regular hat when we rate Empress. I might. If you have any suggestions for Nightbot commands, feel free to leave them, and I think there's a stream suggestions channel on my Discord server. So that's always a good spot to leave ideas. Now, there we are. Oh yeah. Oh cool. I mean, all the hats look great, but this is just the classic one, of course, because it's Hat Kid's main hat. Sure, Snowflake.
$1 million to the cat that
The top
brings
hat is
me
great,
our
but also
little
if you
feast.
want to leave ideas about, we'll say,
Run
bot
if you
commands or
want.
such, just go to
You
the...
won't get far.
Oh, what's it called? To the stream suggestions, or I think it's either stream suggestions or stream feedback channel. That's a good place to leave ideas.
Catch her. Make it quick.
Yep, no problem, Snowflake. Sure. Go away, cats. I'm sorry to hear that, Copper Nicholson. Okay, Copper Nicholson. I hope you're able to... I wish you the best of luck with what you're going through, and I hope you have a good night. Sleep well. Ow. Nope. Yeah, I should have gone with the chicken mask. And also, hey, Cool Wall 2, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Let's, This level is being, tricky. Again. Oh, you're playing Hades. That's interesting, Cool Wall 2. I've heard really awesome things about that game. It was really well designed and a lot of fun. Has so much attention to detail. Yeah. So we're starting this level with this many pawns. And this is the amount of pawns that to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete Rush Hour Ponless. Ah, glad to hear that what I've heard is true then, at Cool Wall 2. Grab these timepieces. Now, I would like to point something out here, is that the instant we grab this last timepiece, that door's going to close and Empress is just going to spawn. So, I wonder, just for funsies, is there any way for us to, like, dive out the door at the last possible moment? Ah. Oh well. Oh, before we continue, Copper Nicholson wants me to read a message as Emily. So, let's take care of that. I love this gift, Leia. You did the most important thing. You bought something with money. I love money so much. Your only purpose in life is to buy or consume merchandise, and you did it. You went into an actual store and you bought something. You didn't ask questions or raise ethical complaints. You just looked straight at capitalism and said, "Yes, please." I'm so proud of you. I only wish you could have bought more. I love buying things so much, and I love Leia. Give me a kiss. Just if you want, whatever. Alright. I think that's enough. Topper Nicholson. I hope you have a good night, Topper Nicholson. Meanwhile,
$1 million to the
let's try
cat
this
that
again.
brings me our little thief.
Whatever attempt
Run
this
if
is.
you want. You won't get far. Catch her. Make it quick.
I know, right? I'm lost. Empress is right. We aren't getting far this stream, apparently. But here. Ow. Alright, now for the hard part. Ow. Okay, and... No! Why? Alright. Now do what you need to do, Do what you need to do, Topper Nicholson. Sleep well. Have a good night. Alright, Topper Nicholson, don't say things like that. Life can be really hard sometimes, but that doesn't ever mean you should ever wish that. So, I know you're going through a hard time. I wish you the best of luck with getting through it. But you will get through it. Anyway, so we're trying this level with this many pawns, and this is the amount of pawns we have to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level Ponless. If we can. That's just for funsies. We might be able to. That could be interesting. Yeah. That send Topper Nicholson all the hugs. Okay, that's awesome, Snowflake. Thank you for sending those ideas. I'll have to check them out sometime after the stream. Aw, we just barely missed it. Oh well.
$1 million to the cat that brings me our little thief. Run if you want. You won't get far. Catch her. Make it quick.
That's yeah, no, Gregor, the name of my game is called Hartwell, which is based off of the main character's last name, of course. Just because I think it kind of fits the genre of how a lot of older games especially would name their games after the game's main character, so think like Mega Man or something like that, or Mario. So that kind of follows that same sort of idea in terms of naming conventions. And I think it sounds nice. Now, here. If you can't tell, chat, I am trying to run through these sessions as quickly as possible so we can try and get back to that vent. Oh, that one.
I'll blow you to pieces. Are you ready to die?
No, I'd like to live, thank you very much.
Catch her!
If nothing else, chat, I think the music is
all
great,
of you.
so
Can you
yeah, that
not
going
catch
for
a child?
Oh, thanks for the compliments, Drektor. And I agree, Hartwell is a pretty name. Oh, right, we have one over here. Thank you for the compliment too, Nimlock. Yeah, I guess in a way it is both poetic and mysterious, which is fitting considering the kind of game it is. It's I mean, if you guys have ever played Crosscode or Dark Souls, you know that those games can be pretty hard. but there's also a lot going on with it, and like my heart and soul is very much in making it the best it can be and trying to get my messages across with it. Because I do have a story I really want to tell, but it's the kind of thing where it's like you have all these cool things, but like if you're an author writing a book, for example, you can't just give it all away at once. You have to build it up and allow it to unfold in a way that can
Do you think you can run?
really make people resonate with its themes. And thanks for the compliment on that too, Drektor. I'm glad I can finally show things like that.
Here it comes!
If I'm being honest, drawing we'll say character portrait like that was something I never thought I'd be able to do because I don't consider myself that good of an artist. But a little story about that. I wanted to have character portraits because I felt that it would be a great way to convey tone for the game with like messages and such, say character portraits are typically used in, we'll say, much older RPGs for the same reason. But I also knew I wasn't the best at drawing things, so I tried to draw it in a way that I could do. And when I showed it to I think it was my mother and my brother, and both of them actually liked it. And I'm like, wow, okay, so I can actually kind of sort of draw face portraits. That's cool. Where are the... Hold on a minute. I thought there were supposed to be pawns here. Or was that a difference? I am confused. Wait a minute. Did the pawns not, like, spawn in because we, like, got hit and it threw us forward? Yeah, that might be it, because that time we just got hit at the start and it just threw us over there. Wow. Okay, well, that actually solves that problem. And now, we're in the last section of the level. Unfortunately, I don't know of any skips for this area, so whatever we got is what we got. But yeah, so after that, I'm glad you guys like the character portraits too. I find them a lot of fun to draw. It's cool because it really feels like you're starting to bring a character to life when you draw a face of them. Like because you really have to sit there and think of every detail very carefully. Now, there's a good use of all the money that Empress gave us. So yeah, if you want to... Oh, wait. Hold on. Sit here. See what we got here. Yes! We got a good one, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of my favorite stickers. It's just such a... Yeah. Right here. Forgot we need the full master reflection. Out here. That we need to activate that there. I don't think there is a burn, but there is... There's just angry. I also like this one a lot. So happy. I see that pawn. Must avoid. There we go. What do we have here? Oh no. That's evil. Is there any way we can get through there without collecting those points? Hold on, chat, we need to test this. Yeah, there is. We just need to time that jump. Hey, Dr. Sputnik, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? We've been stuck on rush hour for this entire stream. I mean, it's been fun, but it's also... I like how we keep making incremental progress and then something else comes up, but that's part of the joy of challenge running, of course. Now, I do need to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Well, welcome back, everybody. I agree, Nyakuza. Incremental progress is fun. And Celeste does do that well a lot, as does Super Meat Boy. Now, in terms of stream games, chat, I am actually at a bit of a fork in the road here. And I'll be discussing this more as the weeks go on, because I know that even though with as much trouble as we're having with Nyakuza Metro, A Hat in Time is, excluding Death Wish, a rather short game compared to something like Crosscode. So I do feel like within the next month or two, we will be finishing the Ponless challenge. So with that in mind, it's fine, Snowflake. Oh, cool, you're doing command stuff. I actually really appreciate that. Anything to help make things better is fine by me. Let's update this chapter. Alright, so we're starting to level this many pawns, and this is the amount of pawns it took to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level Ponless. Yeah, exactly, Nyakuza. Watching someone fail like the first spot of a level multiple times in a row isn't as much fun. Now, as for future stream games, here's my current thought. I'm between two games right now for different reasons, and it really comes down to you all, what kinds of things you'd be more interested in seeing. The first option is a game I played before and absolutely love. Ah, cool, Snowflake. Yeah. So my first thought for a future stream game, a game I really love, called Dark Souls. I've probably thought about it a lot. It's just such a well-designed game. It's really challenging but really rewarding. But the thing about Dark Souls is it's a very unique kind of game in the sense that it tries to convey so much storytelling through the environment itself and through small and hidden descriptions and such rather than telling you outright. It's sort of like the player discovers the kind of story. So while I personally may enjoy that aspect to it, it also means that it doesn't do as good of a job conveying information and such outwards. And also there isn't much, if any, we'll say, lore bits to read. So not too many opportunities for, we'll say, my attempts to voice out either. On the other hand, there is a game that I know very little about besides what I saw on a friend's stream.
Brings me our little thief.
If you guys remember, I actually joined her on one of her streams to play, well, basically to chat with her while she was playing a game called Trails of Cold Steel. And Trails of Cold Steel is I think it's a JRPG series that I've heard a lot of good things about, not just from Seven, but just in general. And the more I look at it, the more it looks really, really like it could be a lot of fun, because it is a very story-heavy game. Think like, I mean, it's not Persona, but the same kind of idea where you have, like, I think character interactions and free time events and lots of lore. And it also has, of course, the other aspect to it is that it has a bit more of a turn-based combat system, which means that during combat, if I was like in the middle of a boss battle, I could actually still stay pretty active with all of you all, because the enemies aren't going to do anything until I actually try to do a turn. Oh, cool, Dr. Sputnik. You really like the Trail series. Glad to hear it. So, I don't think I'll be making a decision on which game to play yet. I'll probably want to ask, probably want to put up a poll whether here on Twitch or somewhere on the Discord server at some point in the coming weeks. But just keep that in the back of your mind, chat, that those are the two games I'm really thinking about. And if you have a preference one way or the other, by all means, please let me know on Discord or please let me know on chat, because I do want to take your feedback into consideration. Fair enough, Matlock. I guess the other aspect is, with Frostcoda and A Hat in Time, as much as I love these games, I've also played them a lot. And Dark Souls is also a game that I've played a lot. Whereas, and I do feel like eventually I would love to be able to actually challenge run a game that I know almost nothing about. Because then it means that when I see things happening for the first time, it'll be like my genuine, like, first impression. Good or bad. Fair enough, Snowflake. Yeah. So we updated the pond area. So we're starting this level. With this many ponds, and this is the amount of ponds that to get here. Without further ado, let's try to beat this level pondless again. First things first, we have to go to do the safe and see what we can get. Now I wonder if no, we can't in that state. And if we're sprinting. Luigi E. Jr., thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Welcome back. trying to dive out the door just for fun. Okay, they programmed it just right so that you can't quite reach it. Oh well.
$1 million to the cat that brings me our little thief. Run if you want.
Fair enough, Pamela.
You won't get far.
Oh dear.
Catch her.
Exactly, and I'm like, we won't get far, but we're gonna try. Nice snowflake. Now let's do. There we go. I also like that there are slightly different variations of the rush hour theme that get more or less intense depending on what part of the level you're in. I think that's just really good game design, really good sound design. It helps convey the tone better. Like here, for example, it's a little bit more mellow, but then it picks up as soon as like things get more intense. Like when we're on the trains and like the drums pick up. That's just so cool. Wait. Up we go. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just going to lay here for a second.
Are you ready to die?
Oh, nice! You're trying to get all the star coins in Super Mario Bros. 2. That's awesome. That's the luck of that, Luigi Jr. Glad you agreed, Snowflake. All right, that's good, Nimelot. If there was an Antomicx bingo, good game design would be on it. Yep. You know what? All right, chat. If anyone wants to try and create an Antomicx bingo, by all means, go for it. I think that'd be hilarious. Post in like one of the fan art sections on the Discord. That'd be great.
Do I need to replace all of you? Can you not catch a child?
Let me guess, what else would be on there? There'd probably have to be something. There probably has to be like just my little, I don't know what I call it, the noises I make whenever I get slightly frustrated or accidentally create a collective pun or something that's like, or things like that. We'd also have to have something about Emily, because let's face it, Emily's a big part of the stream. And crosscode. Probably lots of crosscode memes, honestly. Let's try to imagine.
Get back here!
No, I don't want to get back here, Empress. Well, maybe just for a little bit. Oh yeah, something about MLA OTP, of course. That would have to be their T-Director. Ah, yep, exactly, Luigi Jr. That perfectly sums up a challenge running. It's filled with painful suffering, but you enjoy it. That's the point. That really crosses my toes. Good question, Snowflake. The answer is yes.
Special delivery!
But a bit more serious note, I'd say it could be either or there could be separate ones for me as a person versus me as the channel.
Well,
Yeah, that's true. Coppermate's Ant read out a random message would be there as well. There also have to. I think that you'd also have to add
going nowhere.
mentioning work on Hartwell. That probably would also be on there, just because I do that a lot.
Keep running, child. You're not home yet.
Alright, we're making good progress, though. Fair enough, Gregor. I don't know who the voice actress is for Empress Cool 2, but I'm sure it's something you can look up there. Lots of great voice acting. Just because there's so many fun character parts. Oh, wait a minute. No. Uh-oh. Ah, that's a good one. Oh, fair enough. That should be there too. But, looks like Hat in Time crashed. Sorry, chat. We are experiencing technical difficulties. I will be right back. In the meantime, here is the amount of pawns we've collected up to this point. It's like, we finally get a good run going. Then all of a sudden, Empress is like, I'm going to make your stream crash just to make sure you can't make progress. That too, not much. So, I need to restart a Hat in Time. I'm sorry about that, chat. But, so yeah, in the meantime, while I'm restarting it, is someone actually writing this down for, like, Antomicx Bingo? Just that would be hilarious. Yeah, so if you're wondering why the stream's frozen, it's because a Hat in Time literally crashed, so I have to restart everything. So, now that we got this back here, I can actually show you the menu. So that's really cool. And also, haha, you thought you would get the main menu space? But no, it is I. Right, it is I, Empress. I'm going to make sure that your life's a living hell, child. I just want my junk. We'll see about that. I think we should be good. Yep. Frame reset. Let's try this again, chat. Oh, that would be a good one. Snowflake. Everyone playing a meme challenge or something like that. How about, what would be a good term for that? Maybe like meme blitz or meme surprise or meme marathon or how about you add a meme challenge, you add a meme challenge, everybody adds a meme challenge. I think that would be an accurate depiction of it, because either it's like there's no meme challenges or there's a bunch of them. There's no in between. So we're starting this level with this many pawns, and this is the amount of pawns intended to get here. Without further ado, let's try to complete this level Ponless. Yes, everybody adds a meme challenge. Exactly. Sensory errors. And thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Okay, just grab that. That. Now, one thing I will note about this vault is it is actually not that secure. As you look at it, it's just a single door with little locks like this. And what I'm just realizing now about the design of this door is you have to lock it from the inside. Like look at this. It can only be locked from the inside. Does Empress like live here, or like seriously, or does she like keep someone in here for most of the time? Like either way, that's not good. That's good question, Drekor. I don't. So if we only get like 7 of these and just walk out, I think it gives us a message, or just doesn't let us walk out at all because I want all my junk. 7 won't do. I need all 8. Of course, the moment we do, Empress is just going to spawn in. Because if you notice, what we saw there is Empress wasn't there, but of course, now after this, she's, of course, right there. Basically, Empress is like Scrooge McDuck.
$1 million
living in a money vault.
to the cat that brings me our little feet.
Ah, yep, that should be
Run
there too,
if you
Snowflake.
want.
Thank you for the compliments, thank you for well wishes.
You won't get
I know I
far.
say that a lot, chat, but I really do mean it.
Chatter.
I
Make it
do
quick.
appreciate any well wishes or signs of goodwill because, I mean, let's face it, life is life can be hard sometimes, and to hear a compliment is always, in my view, a positive thing. And it's great to have such a loving and supporting community. And I'm glad that I can get to support you all as well. Now, in the meantime, let's see if we can get out of here, because we've been... I don't think it was I that suggested it, I think it was Snowplay. The idea that thank you for the compliment / thank you for the well wishes, or just me thanking someone for complimenting me. Ow. But if I had to suggest one for the bingo, it would be, hey, insert name here, thank you so much for dropping by, how's it going? Because I say that a lot. What did I suggest a while back? I don't remember, unfortunately. Nine-Lock. Oh wait, I think it was just the sounds I make when I'm frustrated. Oh yeah, that was like the. How about just put angry Antomicx noises and just, you know, put air quotes and the word angry, angry. I think that would be an accurate assessment. So we're starting level with this many pawns, and this is the amount of pawns I have to get here. And without further ado, trying to complete this level Ponless. So fun facts about this level mechanic you see here, this is actually used on a level in the Seal the Deal DLC. That is what I consider to be, unfortunately, the worst level in the game. And it's not because of the mechanics of it, it's more so just because of a lack of checkpoints. Yo, 7 Size, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Really do appreciate it. And welcome back to the sub club. How's it going? I know, 5 months already? It has been a while. Ah, cool, Luigi Jr.
$1 million to the cat that brings me our
luck with
little
finishing that
peace.
off. You can do it.
Run if you
can do
want.
it, dude.
You won't
got
get
this.
far.
Come here.
Catch her. Make it quick.
I mean... And to think that this... Wait, what just happened there? The cats didn't spawn in yet. Oh well. Ah, fair enough, 7 Sites, but I hope the rest of your day at work goes well. And again, thank you so much for the sub, and thank you so much for dropping by. I really do appreciate it. And since you're dropping by, 7 Sites, I will mention, chat is trying to come up with basically an Antomicx bingo, trying to come up with things I say or do frequently. So if you have any ideas, feel free to post that now. Ow. We will just have some Oh, that's so true, Snowplay. That's so true. I mean, it's a good emote. Don't get me wrong, it's a great emote. I really like it. It's just... But I do say that a lot. We'll just add some Dorothys at the end. Hey, I'm allowed to like the characters I create. And yeah, that was extremely lucky, the way we got hit back there. Oh, come on! No! The power of checkpoints compels you, Hat Kid. Wait, that wasn't a death. Gosh darn it. Hold on. Anyway. Yeah, sadly, sensory errors. Failure isn't an option. Oh my. Oh, this level. I love it so much, but at the same time. I mean, I will give Empress credit. She's giving us a run for our money, but Oh, we got 15 people today. Nice. Well, thank you all so much for dropping by, and I hope you're enjoying my suffering for up rush hour. But we're starting this level with this many pawns, and this is the amount of pawns it took to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level Ponless. Nice. Alright. What are some other things I say or do a lot on these streams, or just in general? To add to the Antomicx bingo. Bingo, I should say. I mean, I think we've already got a pretty good list.
$1 million to the cat that brings me our little...
I just want I'll give you a small loan
Run
of
if you
$1
want.
million if you catch
You
Hackett.
won't get far.
But I just want my junk. Can't you leave me alone?
Catch her.
Can't you let me have everything I want? No. That's stupid. Is it though? Yes! No one can get what they want all the time. I mean, I just want my junk. Oh! Oh, Bando needs 24 slots and we'd almost have a Bando board. Wow, okay. Fair enough. Drukor. That was completely my bad. I'm sorry, chat. I should have jumped earlier and tried to go for a double hop at... And that was not a death. Hold on. Sorry, chat. I should have jumped earlier. That's my bad. Exactly. So fight. Level. Alright, come on, chat. We just need 11 more. Oh, nice, Luigi Jr. Well, thanks, Rekor. I try my best with the impersonations. I do find them a lot of fun as well. We're starting this level with this many pawns, and this is the amount of pawns it takes to get here, and without further ado, let's try to complete this level Ponless. Yo! 7 sites, that's a great idea. In fact, write that down in the Discord feedback or suggestions channel. Well, just to make sure we don't forget about that, because I really like that. Like, yeah, if you're able to make like a basically 24, at least 24 things that make sense for an Antomicx Bando, I think that could be a lot of fun. Yes, that's a really good question. That's another one, Snowflake. Now let's try this again. Oh, yeah, cool, Wall too. To be fair, I just started inviting people today, so it's a very recent thing. But if you want to join it, it's just click the Discord panel on my in the About section of my Twitch page. All are welcome. Alright, now for the tricky part, because I know I've messed up on this section so many times, and I want to get further in the level. We have to double hop. Repeat after me. Okay, Antomicx, repeat after me. I, Antomicx, will double hop at this train. Will double hop at this train. Well, I mean, you technically did it, but that's not what I wanted. I know, Hat Kid, I know. It's Emily to you. Sorry, I know Emily. Okay. Alright. You know what this calls for? This calls for just letting it go. Just take a moment to breathe. Just like Apollo. So let's just dance just to alleviate things. Actually, no, I have not played ukulele, Fretcore. Although, to be fair, I heard it didn't get as good reception as A Hat in Time did. Alright, thanks, Seven Size. And also, sounds like a lot of fun, Dr. Sputnik. Have fun playing Dungeons & Dragons. I hope you have a great night. Yeah, I guess the other thing is, I know that ukulele is based heavily off of Banjo-Kazooie, and Banjo-Kazooie is a game series I only played for like a few minutes at a time when I was super young. So, I don't really have like nostalgia for it. If I don't have nostalgia for that kind of a game, then I'm not sure if that would be. I'm not sure if that would make sense to. Alright. I took a little breather, I feel a little refreshed. And you know what, chat? Let's do this. We are starting this level with this many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns it took to get here. And without further ado, let's complete this level. Let's show Empress that she is not going to keep us here any longer with all these pawn traps that she set up here. The pawns are not going to stop us from escaping Nyakuza Metro. Exactly, Snowflake. We got this. I don't have time to listen into you say that the bounty is for a small loan of $1 million, Empress. I just want to escape.
Run if you want. You won't get far.
No one's gonna stop me.
Make it quick.
Hat, ice hat, or not. We're going full throttle. Ah! Not sure we're okay. Ah, sounds good, Seven Size. What I would say, Seven Size, is if I were trying to run a bingo kind of thing, the way you'd have to do it is you need to well, first we need to have a chat for it, so probably either general chat or something where people can post what their bingo cards are. So once they have the different options, then they have to be able to create their own bingo card, and of course post in chat to say, okay, this is my bingo card, let's see how we do. And then at the end of this, and then of course if someone in chat wants to try and keep track of that, that's how we would see who won. Ah, fair enough. Well, hey, I will say, if all of you are able to come up with more than 24 options, that would actually be even better, because that means that there would be more variance in the different bingo cards. Okay, we need to collect the pawn. Up we go. I think. Yep. Now we just need Dweller Mask, and there's Empress. Not today, Empress. We're going full throttle. Look at that. I'm cutting corners. I'm trying to complete this as quickly as possible. Now come on, Empress. I'm waiting. Come get me.
Catch her!
Good timing.
Do I need to replace all of you? Can you not catch a child?
Especially with all the pawns I put down there. I mean, come on. We know she hates those. Right? Now we have to do the jump. 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 There we go. Now, enter. Just walk very, very carefully. Actually, I think the stream lore, cool wall too, is that the pawns are essentially, Emily's kryptonite. So it kind of makes her go a little crazy, and she doesn't like that. And it also makes her head hurt, things like that. So think like pawns are to Emily as kryptonite is to Superman. Oh, nice, Luigi Jr. You're getting really close then.
Do you think you
Let's
can
let
run?
finishing that up. Come on.
I'll blow you to pieces.
Oh, yes, exactly. We need to have references to Emily's Hackhead. How about Emily is hackhead.mp3 or something like that?
I'm back here.
Or Emily is basically Hackhead. I think that's what I say.
Get her.
Keep running, child. You're not yet.
All right. Careful. And yes, Plant France also has to be there. Now, if I remember correctly, we basically have to make it so that the game thinks we're supposed to be back down there. I'm not sure where we died exactly, but we have to try and repeat that. There we go, that's what we want, because if we do that, then the pawns don't spawn here. Now, let's see, just that. Okay, we have to dive over that. Perfect. I know, right, Gregor? It's such a lucky step. Though, to be fair, I think the luckiest step by far on this series was that, what's it called? Basically, the glitch on that edge from last stream where we just slowly lowered past the death barrier. Like, that was just so lucky. Exactly, the slow descent into madness. That was the best part. That was probably the most satisfying moment on the stream so far. Just because, one, it was discovered... I think we were the first to discover it by accident, no less. And two, it just so happened to work for our exact predicament. Now, this is the hard part, because this is where I think... No, not here. It's somewhere else. There's a part where... where we're being chased by a train and we have to dive into a hallway that has pawns. Oh, no worries, Cool Wall 2. I think that highlight's posted on the YouTube channel, so you can always watch it there. It was a lot of fun, and it ended up being really easy to self-replicate. Though it's a completely impractical skip for speedrunning, but it's very practical for a challenge run like this. Now that right there is the evil one. Okay, so the way I'm seeing this, chat, is we're going to have to be, like, facing it almost directly and diving into it. And it's tricky because, well, this tunnel is, of course, filled with cats. And the tunnel's really strange right now. It's like, you're not getting through this tunnel this time. Okay, how do we want to do this? I'm thinking sprint hat. We have to go right at the moment that's... Now. No. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Can we just... Oh. Maybe over here? Okay, chat. We have to restart the level, but we just found out that all we have to do is walk on the edge here and we're good. So that is progress, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! That's progress! We have the strat! Oh, I actually really like the idea of 7 Sice. Feel free to reach out to me when you have some free time tomorrow. I'd love to discuss some kind of bingo night. Or some kind of, like, bingo for chat. I think that'd be really fun. Oh, and yeah, that's progress! Exactly, Snowflake. That should be added to the bingo, as well as... Either it's like, take a breath, or just take a step back. Or focus. Something like... Oh, focus! That's another good one. This entire stream is just us discussing bingo. Under normal circumstances, yes, 9 block, but the thing is, there isn't much level left after that part. So... it is what it is. It's like, I'd say that part is like 90% of the way through the level. Or close to that. Yeah, record, we already ain't close to the end of the night. We're starting level with this many pawns. And this is the amount of pawns that's to get here. Without further ado, let's try and beat this level Ponless. We have the strats, we just need to pull it off. That means we have 20 minutes to try and beat this level. Now, chat. I think if we look back at some of my previous streams, I actually have a fairly good track record of pulling it together towards the end of the stream. I'm not sure what it is. It just feels like the pressure's on, and that kind of gets me in the zone. So hopefully that happens again here. Yes, that's a good point,
$1
Snowflake.
million to the cat that brings me our little...
I think...
Run if you want.
Just say, oh...
You won't get far.
How about something like, hey, have I told you... Or how about instead of just Dark Souls say, have I told you how much I love this game? And don't specify what game, just say this game. But Dark Souls is a good one. And where are the... Hold on. Where's the cats? What? What? we activated our trans-dimensional teleportation device to get the drop on you, Hat Kid. We're pulling out all the stops. That wasn't fair. Oh, it's not fair. But Empress said that there's $1 million on the line, and well, we'd like that money. Hey, Hat44, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Yeah, that was definitely an hang time moment. Anyway, that's just such a fun voice to do. Oh dear. All right. No. Okay. Now if we were going to fail anywhere, it's good we failed there because that's early in the level. Yep, sounds good, 7 Sice. I hope you have a good rest of your time at work. Oh, I 100% agree, Rektor. Anyone working in customer service is doing such important work and definitely don't get as much appreciation as they should. And exactly, Rektor, it is not an easy job, but it's important. Night, Snowflake. Alright, so we're starting level with this many pawns, and this is the amount of pawns it's took to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level Ponless. Oh, actually, another thing to add to the bingo, just focus, because I say that a lot, don't I?
$1 million to the cat that brings me our
Alright,
little
here we go again.
Run
will
if
do
you
it.
want. You won't get far.
So apparently, if we're using the ice hat, it actually kind of
Catcher.
messes with the
Make it
spawning
quick.
for these, or not. I just thought it just might have been a rare glitch. That doesn't matter, because we're going full throttle. I'm gonna get you, Hatchet! No, I'm gonna get you, Hatchet! No, I'm gonna get you, Hatchet! No, I'm gonna get you, Hatchet! Aw, we're not going to get Hatchet. That's right. Oh dear. Wait, what? Okay. Ah. Hey, I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Luigi Jr. Glad to hear you're making progress. We keep getting back to that spot more consistently, at least. And apparently I actually skipped a sign there, which is kind of funny. Yeah, exactly, Cool 2. The game was like, that was an illegal move. Move, Hatchet. You deserve that pawn. Or how about insert her character's name here is in control. Would make sense enough, like, because that's, I think, the name of the streams. Of the challenges. Alright, we're trying to level this many pawns, and this is the amount of pawns attempt to get here. Without further ado, try and complete this level Ponless. Where are we? Come on, speed run. Speed run. Let's grab all the timepieces. E. I just comes with practice Cool Wall too. Dun dun dun. How many times do I have to tell you,
$1
child,
million
not to
to
steal
the cat that brings
steal my
me our
junk?
little
It's my junk.
Run if you want. You won't get far.
Yeah, I hope Copper's okay too. It sounds like he's
Catcher.
going through a rough
Make
time.
it quick.
There we go. Ow. Okay. At least it wasn't a pawn. That's what matters. Careful. Careful. Alright. Here. Jump. Jump. Jump for the hard part. Please. Oh, thank goodness we got through there. Let's go. This is the run, chat. This is the run. We just need to take our time. And yeah, Greco, I agree. It is a nice number of pawns, isn't it? It's perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Or how about another one to add to the list for bingo would be this is a perfectly balanced game without exploits, as I do say that a fair amount whenever we encounter like glitches or something of that nature. Hey, it seems to work for you, Sevens. Size. And
Are you ready to die?
thank you for the words of encouragement, everybody. I'm feeling confident about this run. I feel like this is it. This is the run. You just need to stay focused and hope that
I need to replace all of you.
the checkpoint glitch
Can you
happens
not
on the-
catch
on
a
that one train.
child?
I'm not sure, Cool, too. Oh, only 3 more? Come on, chat. We can come up with different options. I'm impressed that we've come up with so many, honestly. For the Bangdo ideas. Well. Okay, it's not bad. And the momentum here is hard. Jump. Jump up. Please. Or how about, instead of just Twitch chat being absolute chaos, say, this is chaos. I think that would be good. Wait, why are we back here? Oh, I mean, this isn't that far. Oh yeah, having somebody drop by, that just makes sense. Or how about just Twitch having an entire conversation that I'm not included? Yep, that's very accurate too, because when, especially during Crosscode when I was busy focusing on those boss battles, I have to focus, so chat often would talk about other random things, and it's fine. And sometimes when I'm rewatching some of my favorite duels, like the Shizuka fight, for example, you see what chat's talking about. It's like, oh my goodness, it's like there's an entire different sub-story going on here. But I appreciate that. It adds another layer to the streams. Now, launch over here. All right. This is really good, chat. This is great progress. Yo, nice, Luigi Jr. Only one star coin left? You got this. Finish strong, man. Finish strong.
Do you think you can
Good question, Cool. What about character design? Character design is interesting because there's a lot you can do with it. Not just in terms of the aesthetic, but in terms of, I consider character design to include a character's story, the lore, how they fit into the rest of the world, as well as any symbolism that the character might represent. And finally, of course, I think character development and growth is also a part of character design. So,
Keep running, child.
those are all
You're not
main parts. That's another good one, Snowflake. Everyone else talking about projects they're working on, which I enjoy. It's cool to hear what you're all up to, what your passions are, and what you're working on. Okay, so we just need to get hit, I think, here. Come on, hit me. Perfect. Now we just hop down, avoid those pawns. Now we're in the escape tunnels. Okay, we just need to dive over that. Okay. Bed. Up here. Brewing hat time. Okay. Spot. No, this is the AM. Oh yeah, that's a fair point for Wall 2. There are things you can do that can make characters, that can make basically the player get a reaction that the developer wants. And some of that has to do with symbolism. So, for example, a character I was on to use a character. Colors can symbolize different things, and if there's like a clear certain combination of colors that are very prevalent on a character, that can actually tell you a lot about them if they're designed with that intent. As an example, why is it that the color purple, for example, is typically associated with royalty or high status. So you see a character wearing a lot of purple, there's a good chance that's the first thing that will come to your mind. You'll think, just naturally, oh, that must be someone important. Oh yeah, that's true, Snowflake. Me dying while I'm talking to chat, that's accurate. Alright. Now this is it, ladies and gentlemen, moment of truth. What is that cat doing? All we have to do is just walk on the edge here. Like that! Let's go! Progress! Yeah, I feel that, 7 Slice. I haven't gotten to do too much work on my game because of setting up the Discord, but it's just a thing you have to find time for when you can. And I'm sure you'll be able to work on it again at some point. Just keep doing what you have to do. Okay. Walk past it. Good, we can. All right, chat, we're right near the end. We just have to do this part. Yo, you're right, Cobalt 2. Let's Go should be there. Come on. I'll do. Come on, let me up. Okay, there we go. Please don't be any pawns. I think that's it, chat. I think that's it. Oh, you have got to be kidding me! Come on! It's like they're taunting me. This is the last jump.
Well,
Please.
well.
I really hope this doesn't auto-collect
Look what
pawns.
the cat dragged in.
Please don't
Step
auto-collect pawns.
inside, won't you?
Please. Let's go! Yes! Yes! We did it! And yeah, oh, you've got to be kidding me. He has to be on the bingo too. That's good. Did you think you get out? Did you think you were smart, little girl? Oh, I am smart. I'm way smarter than you. I
thought I could trust you. It's so rare I make a bad investment.
Oh, I'm not a bad investment. You just didn't treat me well. You tried to take all my junk from me, and well, I don't like that very much. So you know what, Empress? I have a little surprise for you. A surprise? Whatever do you mean? I learned how to use a phone. What does that have to do? I also learned what the 9 and 1 dials do. The 9 and 1? That's right. I made sure to call a certain guest here. You didn't.
That you'd be so greedy as to steal
There's no
from
way
me.
you do something
All
like
my
that.
fault, really. I should have a better eye for who I elevate.
I did. They should be here any second now.
You could have been someone important here one
Any
day.
second now.
And it's time I cash out.
Ah, there they are.
Oh, officers.
I told you I found out what the 9 and 1 keys do.
Convenient. I was just about to get out. They're a lot harder to get rid of than you are. We'll meet again, brat.
Hey, kid. Don't worry, I'm on the, jewelry store payroll. Did something happen while I was upstairs? The boss looked mad.
Oh, I just called you all, that's all.
Anyway, I had something to give her, but I couldn't make the trade with my partner. I know she's had you tracking them down, so take care of it.
And let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We beat that level of Ponless. It took us all stream, but who cares? That was awesome. Exactly, Brecor. Like, right there is the moment I would have loved if we transitioned to an actual boss fight. Like, if it did that, that would be the best level in the game. But because it didn't, it kind of just leaves it kind of up there, but not... It's kind of like a mixed bag at that point. It's still an excellently designed level. But yeah. Now, as for what we're doing on Thursday, chat. Well, first of all, let's add to the counter. And we have proven that you can beat Rush Hour Ponless, which is, I think, a huge accomplishment considering how hard of a level that was. So many twists and turns, but we did it. There's the bait 0. Good question, Brecor. We are not doing the finale until we get the other 55 time pieces, so don't worry about that. But as for what we're doing on Thursday, I'm currently thinking actually returning to either Mafia Town or... actually, you know what? No. after a level like that, I need a palate cleanser. And there is one level in particular that I love, because it has my favorite outfit for Hat Kid in the entire game. Let's just double check what the requirements are for that level so that we can actually play it. So there's a level in Deadbird Studio that has a really, really adorable outfit for Hat Kid, then I think that'd be a nice palate cleanser after spending an entire level on entire stream on one level. Yep. We're going to need 150 pawns for that, so we'll have to, unfortunately, collect that. But, yeah, that could be it, Snowflake. But in the meantime, that's the plan for Thursday. So we'll start off in that stream, probably going back to Mafia Town, trying to complete a level or two and get some pawns, and then once we get enough pawns, we'll of course do that level in Diamond Side 4 in Deadbird Studio. But yeah, also, if you guys can figure out how to get bingo working, that'd be awesome. And yeah, Luigi Jr., congratulations! Great. I'm glad you were able to complete that. Great job, man. Now, I'm going to start wrapping things up right now, so if you're watching this on Twitch, I will be doing a raid tonight, so feel free to stick around for that for the extra channel points. But if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed the suffering, please consider subscribing on YouTube. It's free, you can always change your mind later, and it's a great way to show support. If you're watching on YouTube, hope you have an awesome night.